Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. This is Arpane here. Hey, listen, this is one of my favorite conservative YouTubers that I'm gonna do a reaction video to. And I saw this clip live, but he has some commentary that I want to capture. This guy happens to be a conservative, but he's a pretty big YouTuber. He's growing every day, and he could say some things better than I can say. But before I get started on hearing this particular clip, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I give you all kinds of content, of course, politics, sports. On Wednesday, I have a sports show tomorrow. It actually will be my 52nd episode of my sports show. That's 1 year. That's going to end season one. So it's a season one finale. And of course, you know, I do relationship commentary as well, since I've been married for such a long time. Maybe I can't tell you how to date today, but I could damn sure tell you how to be married for a lifetime. But anyway, excuse me. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Leave some comments. And then we're going to go ahead and get started on this clip that shows one conservative on a panel of hostile liberals telling them that X, formerly known as Twitter, is one of the most balanced social media platforms that we have today, absolutely because of Elon Musk. And so here you go. Stay tuned. We're going to share that, and we're going to keep moving forward. Here you go.
Also, I heard what you're saying about X. I saw a survey this week. It's now the most ideologically balanced user platform.
Scott, stop. It's too early. I just sat down. I've only been here for 2 minutes.
You cannot continue to say
you cannot say that. That's not the case. Who's the source?
What I find, we reported it on this network.
It's not accurate, and you know it.
No.
This really gets at it. Look at this. The party ID among those who regularly use X/Twitter for news. Back in 2022, 65% of those who regularly use Twitter/X for news were Democrats. Just 31% were Republicans. Look at where we are today. Just a completely different picture. Now it's basically split between Democrats at 48%, Republicans at 47%. And what I should note, Mr. Berman, is this new overall makeup matches the overall electorate
rules. Case in point, every time the first tweet I see is Elon Musk. If I want to go on that place, it's not being regulated. About 2 years ago,
let me just stop it right there. Numbers don't lie, folks. You saw the numbers yourself. So here's this chick trying to tell him, don't believe your lying eyes, from the very organization that reported it, CNN. Those numbers reflect the electorate. That's what those numbers reflect, the way we are in this country right now, pretty much 50-50. You know, and there's no other platform where you can get both liberal and conservative, viewpoints without one trying to censor the other. And that's 100% because of Elon Musk.
Last line of defense that they had in terms of their morality was someone who quit because he said that he couldn't control his job was to regulate Twitter. He could not control Elon Musk because Elon Musk didn't want it to be regulated. He wanted it to be the world in which it is right now, which is a cesspool, as your wife said. She's a brilliant woman.
So, see, this woman, I think her name is Carrie Champion, whatever. She's talking about censoring information and viewpoints that she doesn't like. That's why Elon Musk got rid of that bum, because he was censoring commentary that he didn't agree with. That is 100% against the First Amendment.
Tell her I said hello.
Thank you. I think the impulse to restrict speech is a slippery slope, but a dangerous one. More speech is better.
Is it really? Okay.
But do you think so? You actually think that X is the place of free speech?
Yeah. I mean, I think I don't know why you would argue otherwise. Is it not?
Okay.
I think before he took it over, it was not a great place for conservatives, and now it's a great place for everybody. My view.
Okay.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about the continued meltdown in the mainstream liberal media over Elon Musk joking about buying X, except everybody knows that low-key it's not really a joke. But
He meant MSNBC. All right. He said X, but he already bought X, but he's talking about Elon Musk talking about buying MSNBC.
because Elon Musk had shown before that he is willing to purchase these liberal platforms and to turn them into neutral platforms, which is something that scares the left to death, right? They're scared to death of neutral platforms, okay? And that's essentially going to be the whole point of this video, as this CNN panel is going to melt down, get triggered over Elon Musk joking about buying MSNBC. And this conversation really shows you how deranged and delusional the left really is when it comes to free speech, when it comes to what they feel is fair, what they feel is not fair, right? If a platform is not 100% rigged in their favor, then they feel like it's an attack on them, right? And it's just hilarious. It really is. It's hilarious to watch these people fearmonger and the boohoo, whine, and cry when they're clearly not living in the same reality as everybody else when it comes to how they view the social media and the media landscape in general. So without further ado, let's get into it.
I think that we should believe everything that is said coming from this administration. I don't think that we have the luxury to dismiss it as him being someone who's being funny or someone who is just being himself or that is his brand. X, and you said in some ways, always. I feel like X, I don't know if anyone is on it in any capacity. I don't know if you're on it. And you're the only one? You're on it? You all are on it? Okay. I've actually decided to take a rest of peace because it is not a peaceful place for me. And I know if in fact you don't agree with this current administration, most people can say that it's not a peaceful place. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an actual bid made to take on MSNBC, but the fact that it just can't happen in real life.
And we
It
just can't. It's not even
for
sale.
Yeah, it's not officially for sale.
The last
It's not
time
even
he
realistic.
mused about maybe buying something,
It's
he
not
ended
even
up doing it.
realistic in real life, but I do believe that media, everyone sitting here at this table, if you don't agree, we're in for some tough years ahead. I do believe that we are not going to be able to be as safe or say what we want to. I don't think free speech is going to be as free.
Now, Scott, I want to bring you in here. But
Wow. Look at Scott Jennings' face. This is definitely going in the thumbnail, by the way, right? Because Scott Jennings be making these faces where it's like, yeah, these people don't know what the hell they're talking about, right? He's confused. I'm confused. This woman literally just said under the Trump administration, free speech is not going to be as free. When we quite literally just got out of the most authoritarian administration that we've ever seen when it comes to free speech. I've realized that liberals and conservatives are living in two completely different worlds, right? The difference is that conservatives are living in actual reality and liberals are just living in cuckoo for Cocoa Puff world, right? I'm so serious, okay? I'm so serious.
He's not being completely unbiased. The truth of the matter is that the people on the left only believe in free speech when it favors their opinion. When it's anything other than their opinion, they talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, even with Kamala Harris losing, it's not because her policies sucked. It's because men are misogynist. That kind of bullshit. Okay. So, you want to try to strip away your feelings, but, it just keeps coming. This woman, Carrie Champion, says it's not safe for her to be somewhere because she doesn't like what's being said because it doesn't agree with her worldview. That is fascism. That is the antithesis of what America is supposed to be. And if too many, especially unfortunately Black women, on the wrong side of history here, and I hope it gets worse in the next 4 years, and that in terms of them being wrong until more and more of them come off the plantation and come to the right side of history and get their minds straight.
I'm trying to take my bias out of it when I say that. And it really does bother me that liberals and conservatives can basically look at the same thing and see two different things, right? This woman sees X as a platform that is not pro-free speech because it's not skewed in favor of the left, right? Because there is not more censorship of the right. Less censorship of the right is an attack on free speech to them, right? That is literally how they define free speech, right? The more that the right and opinions they don't agree with are censored, the more free speech, right? Because the left can just dominate the conversation. But the less they are censored, the less free speech they have, because they can't just dominate the conversation, which is essentially what has happened on X. Okay. And we know this because even CNN reported that X is more ideologically balanced than it was before, and it actually reflects the electorate at large.
So listen, I'm gonna leave this here, but I'm gonna put the link to this full video in the description, and it's like 18 minutes long, and you can go listen to the whole panel and get and make your own decisions. But the truth of the matter is, he's absolutely correct. Now, the one way, if you want to get receipts for the fact that the liberals are the ones who try to usurp free speech, all you got to do is go back to the pandemic. All you got to do is a search on Mark Zuckerberg's admission that the Biden and the Harris administration made a deal with him to censor people on the right, to only say the things that the administrator wanted to get out to the public. You know, okay, they did it more than once, and X before, and Twitter before it was bought by Elon Musk was absolutely a hostile place for alternative opinions that were far more to the right than to the left. And there's no doubt in that. There's receipts for that and everything else. And that's why these liberals are going crazy. And I'll tell you what, this is my personal thing, okay? One of the reasons why Harris lost is just look at how the women reacted to her losing the election. I couldn't imagine seeing one of these women as president of the United States. I couldn't imagine. You can't have people who are so emotionally biased running the country. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? It would be an absolute unmitigated disaster. Our pain, marriage, politics, and sports. Over and out.